Hey, good afternoon and welcome to the first installment, the pilot episode of First Lutheran's latest.
Full disclosure, we have a baby crawling around our office right now, so you will hear him throughout this episode.
No doubt.
We're going to take some time each week to update you on the church's current COVID-19 response, some upcoming congregational opportunities, and answer any questions that you may have for us.
First, we want to keep you up to date with how our congregation is doing ministry in the midst of the pandemic. As you all know, our region of Illinois implemented Tier 1 mitigation last week because numbers have been rising in our region.
Last week, our congregation council held a special meeting to discern what our response would be with new mitigation guidelines in place for Henry County and the surrounding area. We decided to follow the guidelines set forth by the Illinois Department of Public Health, which indicate that gatherings be limited to no more than 25 people. This means that in-person worship will be suspended until mitigation is lifted.
In the meantime, we invite you to participate in worship on the Facebook live stream or on our YouTube channel. For those without access to these platforms, DVD copies of the church service are available to pick up, or we can deliver them to you. This past weekend and this coming weekend, worship has been a service of the Word. Beginning the following weekend, November 22nd, and moving forward, we will be inviting folks to participate in Holy Communion. You'll have to tune in next week for the second installment, not the pilot episode, of First Lutheran's latest to hear more about that.
For now, small groups such as Faith Time Kids, Confirmation Class, Cover Girls Quilting, and Glory Ringers are still able to meet as long as they can follow the current guidelines set forth by IDPH. We check that website, the IDPH website, regularly to track the numbers for our area so that as soon as it's safe to return to in-person worship, we can do that. Our congregation council meets monthly on Zoom, but throughout this pandemic, we've had many special meetings to address changes in guidelines. We will meet as often as necessary to address concerns and make sure that we're doing whatever we need to do to keep our staff members and our volunteers, our worshipers, our congregation, and our community safe.
Now we'll share some upcoming ministry opportunities at the church. Some of you have already started decorating for Christmas. We're not quite ready yet to do that at our house, but it is certainly time to get ready for Advent here at the church. And this little buddy's ready for Advent. Come on up here. Advent devotionals are out at the Resource Center. And you can stop by. This is really difficult to do with the baby, but you can stop by. Oh, there he goes. Stop by anytime at the church, anytime that's open to pick up a copy. We will use these devotionals for a new opportunity this Advent. This is a gift from Spirituality and Wellness Ministry. We're going to be doing on Tuesday evening Zoom worship, followed by a small group time using these devotionals.
Families are also invited to come and pick up a deck of cards to help you celebrate the season of Advent and Christmas. Each family in the congregation with kids ages 0 through 12 has a deck with your name on it, waiting to be picked up at the church.
If you need us to deliver in either of these resources, just let us know. I'm always happy to go for a drive and do a porch drop-off.
This weekend is also Commitment Weekend. You're invited to join us and return your commitment card to the church office.
Looks like Noah got a hold of your commitment.
Yeah, he did.
Or ours, I guess.
You can mail that card in, drop it off here at the church, or just email Deb Spence with your information. Deb Spence's email address is financials@firstgeneseo.org.
Next week, we're going to talk about Holy Communion during remote worship. Some more Advent and Christmas opportunities that are going to be coming up, and our plan for Thanksgiving Eve worship this year. What else do you want to hear about next week? What questions do you have? Really, email us, call us. You can email me at mkamprath@firstgeneseo.org.
Or me at lkamprath@firstgeneseo.org.
And we're going to try to answer your questions. It's time to say bye now.
And for that,
And
we
to
have
do
a
that,
special guest.
We got a special guest to help us say bye, who's been really kind of running this whole whole time here
All right,
with you guys.
Say bye-bye.
You say
You
bye
say bye-bye?
Bye bye.
Wait, bye-bye.